So, good evening, everyone. We are back. Still, I believe participants are still joining and may take 1 or 2 more minutes. But by that time, we will start off our session. Um, I've got a fair idea about each one of you through the forms which you have submitted, and thanks a lot for taking out time. I hope I'm just doing a voice check again. Hope you are able to hear me properly, guys. Yeah, okay, great. So, यार उसको साइलेंट पे कर दो ना एक बार के लिए. हाँ. Yeah, so we will just start again. I have got a good response and I've got a good understanding about each one of you through the forms which you have shared, and we will talk each thing in detail. My name is Piyush, and I will just give a very brief introduction, keeping the time in mind, that I'm a chartered accountant and I'm also MSc in technology. I've done my MSc 10, 12 years back, and in that, I've done my MSc 10, 12 years back, and I've done all the C++ programming and all, but then I was too much into finance, accounts, Ind AS, IFRS and all that stuff, but that passion towards technology always remained. So with that small background, and I have been working with KPMG for 12 years. I was director in KPMG, and then I moved out of KPMG, and now I'm in front of you in my new role, where I'm focusing on skill development as well, apart from other things. And we will talk about it in little more detail as we progress and know each other well. Okay. So, okay, coming to the program straight away, and please pause me if you have any questions. Coming to the program straight away, this is an advanced Excel program which is focused completely on our skill development. That means whatever we are learning on an everyday basis needs to be implemented very, very quickly on the ground, right? So with that, I will share some of the aspects of our program, some of the communication things, some of the FAQs which I have been getting from all of you, and then we will jump to our session quickly. Yeah, is it fine with everyone? Okay, so just a brief. I think you all have seen our brochure, and which talks about the 5 themes in which we will be discussing our session, right? So we are starting here with the first theme, that is working with data, right? That is where we will learn a lot of formulas, functions, and all that stuff. The second is on visualization and some bit on automation. That is where we will talk about all the advanced charts, all the dashboarding, and automation, where we will talk about macros and VBA. Not exactly, I would be very honest saying that on macro and VBA, you would become an expert after this class, but you would be very, very well equipped in solving the problem and making some simple to medium difficulty macros, right? And we will, as we progress, you will see a little more on that. Then we have completely on data analytics, where we will learn to work with the data in a greater detail. Then financial modeling. Now this is a little different session where subject matter expertise is also required. So we will talk about the subject also, and how do we deal with that with Excel. And this is a very, very pilot and very short program on Python, which will give you a flavor that how Python works, what are the nitty gritties of Python, and why you should or should not use Python. That is the answer you will get from this course. So maximum of you, maximum of you have signed up for a 54 hours journey. So we are together for a very, very long time, right? So we will get to know each other well over a period of time. Yeah. So few of the questions which are coming in: how many days we will get recorded classes? From the end of the session, all the recorded classes would be available to each one of you through your through your mail ID access. And post that also, this is extendable. You have to just request us on our mail ID or WhatsApp number, and this is extendable till 31st March 2012 2021, sorry. And we will be having a lot of projects and assignments, and I will cover this aspect in a little more detail, that how we have built this learning journey and why this projects and assignments makes a lot of sense. Okay, I will talk about the certificate of completion and certificate of participation. So this certificate of completion from our company is given only to people who have attended the sessions, number one. Number two, has completed the projects. And number three, have given all the assignments and cleared off those assignments, right? So all three aspects needs to be ticked off before we will issue you a certificate of completion. And because we want to bring a value to it, because we are in discussion with a lot of corporates where our programs will be getting enlisted, and we have appraised them about the difference between certificate of completion and certificate of participation, because we take a lot of pride in saying that, you know, x number, this guy has completed the certificate of completion, right? Few of our people are there from our India's batch also, they can vouch for it. So in India's, we have just issued certificate of completion to only 33% of the people who enrolled, because others could not finish the assignments project or could not clear the exams, right? I can take up more questions on this aspect, but everyone who gives us a declaration that he has attended all the sessions will get certificate of participation. So there is no problem in that. Any question on this, you can use the chat window and I will be able to respond to you, right? Our focus is on implementation, right? That how do you actually start using it in your day-to-day work, right? There are a lot of classes, there is plethora of information which is available in YouTube. You just type and you will get hundreds of classes. So there has to be some bit of difference between that and with us, right? So whatever we are learning, we have to focus on implementation, and that is what will determine the success of the program, right? Okay, let's move on. We have this all ready with you, right? So I will not spend too much of time again talking about it, but yes, we will do some real life projects, approximately 10 in this entire journey. I will be sharing a lot of practice workbooks with you. You can see today also we have shared a good amount of worksheets, right? So 200 plus worksheets, right, we will be sharing, and some ready to use templates, and how to use it we will be equipped with it. Okay, and I will show those aspects as well, right? So this is our program and theme. Totally it is 54 hours journey which we will do together. These are all the dates, specific dates I have mentioned because there was some confusion around the dates. This program will run on this mentioned dates only, and there is no change in the time or in the date which we have declared in the beginning, right? Python dates have not been declared, which we will declare in due course and will share with everyone. Certificate of completion, I have explained it to you, right? Now, in terms of the teaching methodology, we will be taking an aeroplane approach, right? What is aeroplane approach? Aeroplane approach is aeroplane takes a lot of time on the ground to gain momentum, to gain speed, and then take off, right? So at the time of takeoff, there will be some turbulence which everyone will feel, because the topics will change gear a little bit, and then we cruise at a very smooth speed until and unless some external factors like IT issues or internal issues troubles us. We will be following this approach that we are we will spend some amount of time in creating our ground, and then we will move on to the advanced topics, integrated problem solving, that we will do at a next stage. Recording would be available to each one of you on the next day. We have our LMS system ready, and I would request few of you to start using it, and my team will reach out to you personally, 4 or 5 people, so that we can test before we move on completely to our LMS system. Practice files we will be sharing by 3 or 4 o'clock every day before the class, okay? So that you can just flip through. You are not expected to learn by your own, but you can flip through. Meeting link one day in advance we will share, and we keep on sharing those link, but we just want to keep that communication very, very low. We don't want to clutter that group. So one day in advance you will get the meeting link on your WhatsApp group, and all the files would be shared on the mail, okay? So this is what it is. Certificate of completion I have spoken about. I want maximum people to achieve certificate of completion, but that would require a lot of commitment from your side in terms of keeping the pace with the sessions, and that is when you will get the real benefit of it, right? Okay, so that's about it. Any questions till now? Okay, so LMS is our learning management website, okay, where all the sessions, all the files would be uploaded at one place. Vijay, I think you have raised your issue, and my team is on the way to send you those files. We have sent it to everyone. Unfortunately, maybe your mail server might have blocked it. So we are sending it again, no issues. Again, we have sent, I have got the confirmation just now. Yeah. So the recording is for 6 months, which approximately makes December, Nina. And on just one liner request from your side, we will make it till March 21. Am I clear on that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there will be login details for LMS. So right now, please don't confuse on the LMS. I will be I will be randomly picking up 4 or 5 people, and would request you to share your experience as a user for that LMS platform. And I would be honest with all of you that it's a newly built, newly created platform, which has not been used for any session which I took before. But if 4 or 5 people gives me a go ahead that things are working fine, they are comfortable, we will be rolling it out with everyone, and then the communication would be more smooth. Yeah. So are we good to go? Good to move from here? Yeah. Is the aeroplane approach fine with everyone? I will go a little bit slow in the beginning. I also need to know you guys, your speed, your inputs and all, and use the chat box as much as possible to give your inputs very, very clearly, if I'm fast, if I'm slow, right? So thank you, Sumitra. And so don't get into that this is what we already know and all, and I will come to those aspects also. Okay, so let's learn together. Now, first of all, I want you to just give you a brief history of Excel. Okay, so, or spreadsheet rather. Now the spreadsheet and Excel has become synonymous, because no other spreadsheet can survive in front of Excel spreadsheet, right? It's such a powerful tool. It's such a powerful tool, right? And we will talk about its power in some time. Okay, so VisiCal. it was started in 78, then supercal, multiplan. Okay, then there was Lotus, then Microsoft Excel was launched in 87, and there was a whole lot of journey, right? The Excel keep on progressing, and this file I will share with all of you for your reference. It kept on moving forward from 2000 to 2003 to 2006, 2013, and then 2016, right? After that, the new version of Excel is 2019. Basically, we are here at 19, and there is an Excel O365 version, right? So, did all of you checked which version of Excel you guys are using? If you are anywhere above 2016, okay, we should be good, but there may be some features, advanced features may not be available in 2016. So I would request if we can move to 2019, it will be great. Okay, 2019 would be great. But what's the difference between 2019 and Office 365? Anyone can tell me what's the difference? Anyone can tell me 2016, 19 and Office 365? So there is one basic difference, okay? Office 2019, once you purchase, you don't have to purchase it again. Okay, you will take it and then there will be no updates or very limited updates. But Office 365 is a subscription based model where you get Office suites of Office products. Okay, and then you and Microsoft keep on updating those products or updating those features on a very regular basis, right? Yes, Manu, you are exactly right in terms of the words which you have used. SaaS model versus perpetual. Intentionally, I did not want to use SaaS model, but that's a very right word to use. SaaS versus Himanshu, you should be moving on. Think of moving on, okay? And the way we are discussing the things, you will feel better to move on, even if you will have to pay 4,000, 5,000 rupees a year subscription, right? So those who are at 10 version, right, should look forward to move on. Yeah, okay. So now we have got a fair idea of Microsoft, which version we are using. So look, 13. Yeah, so please do check your version and move appropriately. As we will move forward, some of the functions will keep coming in, and for me honestly to keep a track of which function was available at 2010 time and 13 and 16 and 19 is really very difficult. So we move forward from at least 16 onwards, at least 16 onwards, and 19 is the best, right? If Office 365, only if you are using your company website, company laptop, you would be using Office 365. Yeah, so I think Office 365 is used by one person only, Bhavesh, not, and Jignesh also, Badrinath as well. So very few population of Office 365, right? Let's move on. Okay, right. So we will be taking aeroplane approach, as I said, but I don't want to bore you guys too much. But let's look at, it is very important to know each other. Okay, and that is where, can you see the survey which is there on the on your screen? Can you see my screen, which is a Google screen? Yeah, okay. So I will take 5 minutes to go through the survey. Okay, it is very, very important that you know me and you know what audience we are having. Okay, so it was not a test, to be honest. Someone messaged me in a good spirit only, that if we would have known all this stuff, why we would have joined this class, right? Very truly said. But I don't know that who knows what, right? So it was very important for us to pace the session, and let's go one by one. Look at this chart, okay? Red denotes no, and yes denotes, and blue denotes yes. So if function, 24 people said yes, we know it, and 18 said no. Nested if, this population increased, right? This is again if with and condition. Pivot table, most of you guys know pivot table, okay? But I will spend significant amount of time on pivot table also, right? We look up, most of you said we look up, but our function which we will be focusing on is definitely VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP and HLOOKUP also, right? But still 13% people said, 13 people said, which is a good number in our group, which is 25%. So those who have said on this section, you know, pivot table and VLOOKUP, you might have to show a little bit of patience when we are discussing those topics, so that those who don't know can also know that, right? So I hope it is fine with those who have said or who are working on VLOOKUP and pivot table on a greater detail, right? If left right 50-50, right? Smart copy paste, do you think you are here to learn copy paste? But still I put it, right? And then you see the red bar is at a very very high, probably one person who has said yes, probably it was maybe I will have to check with him, you know. So these red bars are at a very high line, right? I will do a similar survey very soon, okay? So we will see how we respond to that survey. Now here, how much time are we spending? You know, in my brochure, we have written 10x productivity, right? That means I want to give you the return on your investment and not the fees, okay? Fees is no investment. The time which you are going to spend 54 hours, um, you should save more than that in this year only, whatever year has left. But you see, the population less than 2 hours who spends is 34%, then 2 to 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours, and 6 to 8 hours, and even above 8 hours there are people who are spending time. So this circle spending significant amount of time and is expected to take maximum benefit, okay? All of the survey said if sum if functions, VLOOKUP, pivot tables, you all are comfortable with. Mostly this is what is coming out, but other functions we will have to learn to a greater extent. Maximum of us, that's the biggest problem of Excel. You know what? It is so user friendly that we don't think of taking a formal class. I have taken it very recently, like 2-3 years back, okay? A formal training. I was keep on learning from my peers and, you know, whatever reference material you get. But you see, 80% of us are taking this class, so it's a honor for us, basically. Let's move down on. That is not a valid question for you. How would you rate yourself on the Excel skills? So only 2 people have said I'm good at Excel, and I'm sorry if I'm not able to add real value to you guys. You can definitely speak to me, right, and help me in designing the session also. We are together for a long time. Everyone said discuss the fundamental first, 87.5%, right? So I will be taking that approach. Advanced Excel we will definitely reach, but we will take time to gain the momentum and then cruise at a high speed once we are comfortable, right? Guys, any question? I will stop here for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, rather 30 seconds. Any questions you have? Okay, thank you, Vijendra. So let's move on to the next topic which I wanted to discuss. Okay, so whenever we go to the film, we want to see the trailer of the film, right? So let me show you a small trailer of the film basically. Just give me a second. So yeah, you can see my Excel sheet now. Yeah, look, this is one thing what we want to do in this data, and this is just a trailer. Okay, I'm just showing you few functions, how easy and user friendly it is in Excel. Okay, now what I want to do in this data is I want to bifurcate these names and the domain ID like this. I want to bifurcate and make it in 3 columns, right? Which company, because this will give me a company ID and their first name and their last name. How would you do it? Any idea which function we should use? Bharat says left. Anyone else? Text to column, text split, text to delimited, right? And how much time do you think, if the database is huge, will you take? Yeah, let me open one more file. So if it can be done very quickly, okay, let me show you how. What I'm doing here, I'm typing Nancy and here Smith. That is what I want, right? And then I will do some magic. I've pressed just one button. I've just pressed one button. There is no formula, nothing needs to be put in. It's just one shortcut key which I have pressed, and you get all these things filled up in your Excel sheet. Let me just open up one more workbook and show you a little more in detail about it. And I will tell you which function it is. Let me just open. Yeah. So I have shared this sheet also with you, right? This function is called as flash fill function. Okay. And very easy function. So Microsoft itself, the Excel itself, recognizes the pattern in which you are trying to perform an operation. Okay. So let me just put it this way: Gary Miller. And what I am pressing here is Control E. And here I am pressing Control E. Just open the sheet and try doing yourself, right? Here I want to separate the W and M from this, right? So what I do, I write W, I write M and press Control E. One second. I'll press Control E. It takes automatically, right? I want to, take out years from this database, right? 2019, I will put it. It has to change the format. I want just 2019 from here, and I will press Control E. Oh, you see, Excel automatically, just by pressing one button, it is automatically taking the things down. There is no text, there is no left, there is no right, nothing needs to be done. Here you see the names are not in proper format or proper shape, right? So I want to do it. I give him a pattern, Gary Miller, and control E. Look at this. It has already changed James Willard to James Willard W. It has made it big, right? Roger Mune, Paul, you see already here both names were small, so it is taking pattern from here, right? So look at how powerful this function is, how powerful. Let's say I want to make an email ID by using the first and the last name, and a lot of people have joined in my organization. I will say Gary Miller at the rate. Okay, look at this. It has automatically taken it. Yeah, flash fill. No, Mahant, I think flash fill function is already there in 2010. But again, I will have to check it. Anyone is able to perform what I am doing, guys? Are you able to perform this? Yeah, yeah. Didn't you like this function? Right? So look, this is superb, yaar. Matlab, how much time we are spending just because we don't know the function. It is so simple. It is so simple. We don't have to do anything. Okay, let me just explain. Some of you are saying that we don't know, we are not getting it how you are performing this. So I will again repeat myself. Okay, Gary Miller. I want to break this into two names, right? Gary and Miller. In the text functions, there are different type of functions: left, right, mid, this, that, all that. Okay, you would probably have to use 2 3 functions to split Gary and Miller, right? Correct. How do you split that? You just write once. Whoever has asked this question, I think Guru Prasad, which Excel version you are using, Guru Prasad? So you just have to type the names and see, and press on the next on that column, control E. You have to do nothing. Control E. This is called as flash fill function. Believe me guys, if my knowledge goes right, this function was there from 2010 onwards, and we have not used it for 10 years. Maybe you can use the flash fill function, Ajay. In the data, you will have flash fill, so you can use that. Okay. Spelling mistakes also copied. Yes, but Excel will. So I'm just giving you a flavor of flash fill. I have not completed flash fill. Okay. You can play with this. It has its own limitation. Okay. But we will come to that limitation. But I want to, tell you the power of this. Okay. So this is just a trailer of the film. I have not started anything, because why I want to give you this trailer is also important. Okay. Let me just open another sheet. Look at this data. Can you see this data? This data is what you guys have submitted over the Google form. Yeah. Now, Ajay, in 2010, just hold on. I will come back to you for 2010 steps. Okay. Whoever are using 2010, I will have to come back to you on steps. Okay. Himanshu and Ajay. Now see this. I want what I want. It is such a complicated thing, right? Name, email, then phone number, and written in so much inverted commas and all that stuff. I can still do delimit function. I can do left, right, center and abstract that data. But now with flash fill, how I can do name, email. I've not shared with all of you this file because it was, personal data of a lot of people, but just for the sake of everyone, we are using it. Mahant J. I've just put Mahant J. Look, Mahant J, Saurav, Chanukya, everyone has given it in a different format, but I want it proper. I put it this, Control E. Because I have taken Mahant J, right? If I don't take Mahant J, I just take Mahant, it will just give me the first names of that thing. It is a smart function, right? Here I take, so here I can go and copy. I don't have to type always, right? I can go and copy this, right? And just press Control E. Everything is done by Excel. Mobile number, I can just go and copy from here once. And you see here, and Control K, Control E. Control E, it goes down, right? So do start using this function from today itself in all your work, right? But again, a warning, because we have not completed this function. We have not completed this function. There is limitation to this function, and we will talk about this limitation as well. Okay, now guys, I am going to teach you copy paste. Let me open another file. Okay, now this is the file which let me share that file with you. Okay, now copy paste. Do you think you are here to learn copy paste function? Anyone is here to learn copy paste? I don't know how many of you know, but basis my survey result, I believe not many of aware of this function. Okay, now look at this. Okay, just don't go to the nitty-gritties of data. You have some data here, you have some data here, okay, which has numbers. You have some data here, you have some data here. I want you to put it in one sheet, one after the other. What are the steps you will do? Can someone quickly tell me the steps? What is that steps you will do? Paste special, what is that, Jinesh? How you will use paste special? I don't think paste special is what I'm referring to here. Control C, Control Alt V, Nina, right? So let me do this for you, okay? And tell me this is what you will be doing, right? Let me open another file where I'm going to consolidate this, right? You can see. No, we are not talking about, Bhavesh, data nitty-gritties right now. I'm saying you copy paste these things one after the other. So what I will do copy and paste here, Control C, Control V. Then I will go here and look at Control C and do here Control V. I want to keep the data pasted one after the other, right? Here, let me save values, right? Here also I want to do Control C and want to do Control V. No, referencing we are not talking about. I just want to do a simple copy paste from that sheet to this sheet. Are you guys with me that the process which I have followed is the right process and you would have done it like that? Can you give me yes? Sumitra, this was a file and it has some data, some random data, okay? I want to copy all the 4 tabs into one Excel sheet, right? You do this way, But now from today, Bhavesh, you will not do in this way. Okay, let me tell you why. Because there is a small baby here which is called as clipboard, which we never used in our life. Okay, now what does that clipboard do? This clipboard, so we have always thought that our copy has only one memory, that it can copy and paste only the recent thing. Okay, but it's not like that. Okay, let me just show you. So what I have done is I have only opened the clipboard function here. You see there is a small thing which is coming here. Let it be. Now what I am doing, I am copying here. You see there is something which is getting created here. This is the memory of Excel. I go here, I do copy, right? I go here, I do copy. I go here, I do copy. Okay, now you see I have 4 copies. I have 4 copies. I don't have to shuffle every time, right? Now I have gone to this sheet where I have to copy, paste this. I will open the clipboard. Either I can paste all like this. It will come at one shot, one after the other, the way we were looking at it, right? Or you can just select one item. You have enough detail to select कि यहाँ पे यार ये, oh, you can't share this, you can't see this, I'm so sorry. So you see here I have come to the new sheet. Now you can see this clipboard, right? Can you see now this blank screen? Yeah, so you see now I can copy all by just pressing one button, copy all, right? It has pasted here. Okay, or you can paste just by clicking one item. Let's say I want to just paste this item from one sheet. I just want to paste this growth thing here. Don't look at the format right now. My objective is to tell you the power of this. Now it does not stop here. Okay, you can change your order. Nina, you don't have to change your order. If you want to paste it in a different order, okay, just click that particular thing. Let's say growth at 7% you want to paste here. You just click here. You are able to see, right? Yeah. So I'm Lalit sir, I am on the same screen which I want to show you. You see, I want to copy this here now, or let's say this is again the same thing. I want to copy this thing here. You just go and click. Now it does not stop here. Excel does not stop here. Okay, or I would say Microsoft does not stop here. Let me open PPT. You can copy and paste in PPT also. You see, it is available here also. Okay, let me just share the PPT. Can you see the PPT screen now? Can you see the screen now? So you see, now I can paste here. I can paste whatever. हम लोग, how much time we spend in copying from Excel to PPT. Now here, while pasting, you can use paste special also. You want to use that formatting, you want to change the formatting, you want to say paste as a, you know, a picture. You can do n number of things. PPT is not, it is visible, it is visible. Can you, yeah, okay, there may be some time lag because others were able to see. What I will do, I will delete all these things again, or let me just have a new slide here. Okay, now I can copy from here, paste, right? It has come. And paste also, you see, you have paste special. text only, you have this only, you have picture, right? So got it? So this is the way we can change our copy paste techniques, right? There is nothing more to the copy paste. It is a complete so these are the options which are available for the paste, and paste special also you can do here, Ratni Rajan. I'm not very clear on the question. Is it possible to paste in special mode such as formula cells also visible with data? In PPT you are asking, or in Excel? In Excel, formula, with formula you can paste. It works like a normal copy paste. Yeah, yeah, it will work like a normal copy paste. Yeah, so formula will also be copied. Yeah, Lalit sir, you can see now. Sir, Lalit sir, I think there may be some issue. Um, yes, Nina, you can just, here if you see, Nina, you have a paste all option. If you want to paste all of them, you can paste it at once. But as we are in finance, there are different type of requirements, right? You want to copy 6 from one sheet and then copy 3 in one, 3 in another. So that flexibility it gives you, but you can paste all. Yes, undo, redo, everything will work same, Aryan. It is just a copy paste. Whatever function you can do with copy paste and after copy paste, you can do that, right? I did Control Z. I have pasted here, okay, and I did Control S. Nimisha says, please go a bit slower. Okay. Nina, valid question. I will come back to you. Okay, I am not aware of as of now, but it's a good question to search. I will search and get back to you on this. Yeah, none of the formula you are working are visible. Is anyone else is also having the problem which Lalit sir is having? Everyone is able to see it, right? Yeah. So Lalit sir, are you logged in from your mobile or from your computer? No, Aryan, I don't think so you can do a undo. So I think, uh, yeah, Lalit sir, maybe a little bit of network issue. But when I'm going to the next sheet, I will check with you whether you are able to see it very clearly. Yeah. Anyone wants me to repeat this, what we have discussed? Okay, great. So we will go ahead. Yeah. Okay, Ankit. Thanks everyone. Great. Okay. So look, this is what I wanted to show you as a just a small short. Bhavesh, what we will do is you may try it once again. It's a very simple function. Okay. And then if you are still facing a problem, you have the support number. You may give a call to that and we will be able to sort out specifically for you. Okay, guys. So what we will do is, if someone is facing a very specific problem, right, we will schedule or clarify that doubt specifically to that person. Will it fine? It will save a lot of time for others who are able to perform it. Are you guys with me? Please, if I can get few yeses. Thanks, Piyush. Thanks. Thanks, Vijay. Thanks, Saket. Yeah, so it will save a lot of time. Otherwise we may get stuck to one problem, and I'm not very specific to this problem, but naturally that's the way we would like to progress. So I have to get back to Nina on the shortcut key and 2010 version shortcut or the step, right, which I will get back. Okay. Look guys, to be very very honest, Excel is such a vast ocean. The more you learn, the more you feel that your knowledge level is very very less. I believe I know mostly 5% of it, right? So I am also learning. Give me that benefit of doubt and opportunity to learn with you, right? So, and every time I learn a new function, no, that 5% is going down. When I used to do VLOOKUP and pivot table, my level of expertise was around 60-70% Excel I know. But when I start learning other things, it has started dipping and now it is at 5%, right? So I'm sure it will go down further after this class. So thanks a lot. Okay. Now I want to, introduce you to one more function, a very, very simple function, but a very hyped function. Okay. Um, Let me just open that file. So, okay. Let me just display this screen. Can you see my screen? Lalit sir, specifically, you were having problems, so I would like to have a go ahead from your side. Lalit sir, can you hear me and see the screen? Okay, so Vijay can see, Jaydev can see. I was waiting for Lalit sir because he was having a problem, but let's move on. Okay, now give me 2 minutes to explain you. I think we all have seen those files where a beautiful drop down comes and you can select from that drop down, correct? And we have always wondered, yeah, this is such a whoever has done, he must be a really champ in Excel, right? So because this function of drop down thing I have asked, and hardly one or two were able to say yes, right? Now you see, what we are doing is we want to fill this drop down. So there are food items: apple, beef, banana, lemons, all that stuff, and we want to categorize into these three categories. So, and we want to send it out to our vendor to, or our subordinate to fill it the right category of this, right? So what I will do, and I don't want him to give any other response other than these three. What I will do, I will just select this. I will go to this small button which is there in data, in the data ribbon, in the data tab, close to text to column, you have data validation, right? I'm going a little slow. You click on data validation, data, then data validation. Can you see this? Click on data validation. You have list here. You will have to select the list. You have a drop down which has custom, length, time, date, etc, etc. Just select list, and here you select what are the things you want to give in the drop box. You select that, and also do remember to click in cell drop down, and we will talk about what does each thing mean in cell drop down. Okay, now you click OK. Correct, this is the simple task you will have to do, and press alt down arrow, and you will not be able to fill any other data other than these three things, right? You see, I'm just randomly putting it. Bananas is veg, lemons is veg, broccoli is veg, ham is non-veg, bread is bakery, right? He can only do that much. Are you guys with me? Before I explain this function further to you, guys, can I get a go ahead? Are you fine with this function? Okay, thank you. Now look at it. We have given this. There are different ways to do this particular thing. Okay, let me just delete, go, and how do you remove this? You go here and you say clear all. There is nothing. Again, I want to give this. Okay, and now I want to change little bit of settings so that you understand this function in more detail. So here there is a list, and I will, rather than selecting from a place, I would write veg, non-veg, and bakery, right? The same result will come here. Veg, non-veg, and bakery. I will delete here. I don't want it here. I just want this to be here, right? You can do that also. Now, again, we will go to that function, and now we will unclick this in cell drop down. Okay, I will unclick this in cell drop down. What does it show? Now, when you come here, it should change. Okay. Now when you come here, there is no drop down, but here still your data would be validated, correct? So that is the function of in cell drop down. Now again, we go to one more thing I wanted to tell you on data validation only is here. I will select data validation. Let me just do on this sheet data validation. Sorry. And apply to all the settings with the same thing. So wherever you have this settings, this particular data validation will get applied. So wherever you will have yellow cells, you can apply this data validation or the drop down menu to everywhere, right? Product, meat. So this is a department in charge. So who is the department in charge for which type of items will be there in this data validation, right? So this is a small list function which we have always struggled to perform, and we have done that so that you can have a list function with you. Now I will stop for a couple of minutes or 30 seconds probably and take some questions which you have. So I'm just going through your comments because I was involved in explanation. Okay. So I will just go, please repeat this function means data validation function you are saying. Lalit sir, others are able to see. I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to help you that why the screen is blank with you, unfortunately. Okay, so this was an overview. No problem, Vijay. We can do it from, it was just a sample data. And in the next lot of file, we will be able to share that also, right? So you will be able to get that. But it's in the, you can use it for any other data. Okay. So any other question you have on the list, basically, why I took these three functions is to tell, yeah, Abhishek, tell me. What's your question? You can type it, Abhishek. Yes, Abhishek, I will cover some more features also on list as well, right? But it is just to give you a flavor in the way we are going to cover the things, right? Disha Gupta, you have not got the file. Yes, Abhishek, we will. As we go on to the more advanced topic, we will be overarching these formulas. Okay. Okay. So, we have seen like two, three functions, right? Which I don't think so are very, very difficult to use. Very simple functions, but we were not using it, right? Uh, Now I want to pace up this session a little differently. Okay. That everything which we are going to learn in Excel may not create a magic in itself. Okay. We will have to, you know, use the functions together to create a holistic solution if we are using Excel full-fledgedly. For that, what we will do is we will go formula by formula, function by function, try to understand it in detail, and then we move forward from there. So today I just wanted to show you that we are going to cover a lot of things. I want to show you the templates, which there is just a, you know, I'll just show you. These are the few templates you can see on my Windows screen, which we will be sharing with you. Okay, which are ready to use templates. Basically, you can do little bit of changes in that, and they are ready to use. You will know all the formulas to edit it, right? And there are more to it. These are just some samples I wanted to show you that how and what kind of templates we will be sharing. Some of the dashboards also we will be sharing as and when we will move forward. But now I want you guys to give your thumbs up that we will go and learn basic functions, including sum if, sum if s functions and all that, and move forward. And when we will move to the functions, etc., things may not be that exciting, right? But they are really, really powerful things which we will have to learn to solve a practical problem, right? Okay, so let us start with one exciting function, and then we will move forward to the hardcore stuff. Okay, now this is just, can you see my screen? Yeah, so this is just a summary of our survey that we look up 74% people said, and all that. And there is a beautiful graph chart which has been prepared by a click of a button. Okay, but you know we also now want to create something of our own. So what I have done, simply I have multiplied and I have a number here. Okay. And I want to show you a function and see, can we use that function in some way to create something really exciting here. Okay. So let me show you a function called repeat, REPT. Okay. It has only two arguments, REPT, text, and number of times, right? So let's say I want to print A. Let's say I want to put it 25 times. Look, it has given me this A 25 times, right? Maybe you will say what we will do by typing A 25 times, right? But you can create some beautiful graphics, etc. if you use this function in a holistic way. Okay, so let me just show you how we can use this function and make a effective pictograph by using this function. Okay, so I am just giving you equals to, so I will change the font. Okay, so what I'll do is equals to REPT, repeat. What I want to repeat is just this bar. Okay, this bar, how many times I want to repeat it with the number of times here, 74 times. You see, this bar has been repeated for 74 times. Now this is a formula, right? If I go down and bring it here, you see a beautiful chart. You have to do a little bit of formatting. Let's say it might come like this when you do first time. It might come like this, right? You may use it like this. This also looks good. You may use it like this, right? And you can change the font to make it more uh, beautiful. So there is a font, let me just tell you what is that font. Yeah, the font is Playbill. So what Playbill does is it makes it more concise, more closer, all these bars, and make it more beautiful. You may want कि यार ये it is looking little small. What you can do, you can play with the number into 2, and the number of times these things are getting repeated will increase, and you will see a beautiful chart which is similar looking to what Excel has automatically created here. Because there may be a need of representing few things number of times basis how much it is. You must have seen some faces coming up to you and all that stuff, right? How those things can be effectively made is a function which is called as a repeat function, right? So this also is a function which you can very easily use uh, from tomorrow onwards, right? Apart from the 3-4 functions which we have discussed. Okay, good to go ahead, guys. For after every concept, I will just wait and ask. Okay, I have few questions. So let me just open up. This is the formula. Can you see this now, guys? I have zoomed it. Repeat this bar. This is a bar which is there behind the backward slash in your keyboard. You will find this bar. Yeah. And this 74 we have taken how many number of times? We said 74 times, right? Which is the percentage of people said yes that I know this particular function is how many times I want to print that bar, right? Correct. Let me go back again to the chat box. Yeah. Ratni Rajan, I have zoomed it and showed it to you. Sanjana, I will come to you. So the formula is REPT. Okay, you can use anything here on the top. You can use a bar, you can use a star. Let me show you with a star. How does it look like if you use a star symbol? It looks like this. Yeah. So here, because it needs more space, we would need to increase it to look at the complete formula, right? So you can use anything. And I will come to this question. So I hope I answered Rajni Rajan, Sanjana. Look, people are saying that why don't you use what is already there? Okay. And why are you using formula for bringing a bar, right? Look, guys, the point is there can be more than one method to solve a particular problem in Excel, right? But which is the most effective solution to that problem, you would only know when you know the length and breadth of all the functions. So I will have to show you a relevant use case for a repeat. If I would have showed you a repeat use case of A, that you can repeat A 50 times, you might not have registered that function. This function can be useful. Let's say you want to print 5 smileys for a 5 star, smileys for 4 star. Now there is no such inbuilt chart which is there in Microsoft Excel. You can use this function. You may very well use for any other purposes, right? So the most effective way to make this type of chart or representation is already I have made it. But I want to show you other ways in which we can address the same problem, right? Manu, I think I have repeated that function. It is REPT bar. Whatever you want to repeat, you will have to put it under your inverted commas, and you will have to repeat it and give a number. That number can be a variable or a static, right? Piyush, I think I answered your question rather than conditional formatting. You have conditional formatting. You have so much of ready to make, charts and bar graphs and all that. You can use it very well. You don't have to use this function to present something, right? But in a specific case, you may require this, right? So you have a sword, correct, in the form of pivot table and all that stuff. But in case you want to stitch a cloth, you would need a needle. So you should know the use of the sword and the needle both, right? So we will have to discuss it, all the functions with some use case. After we are equipped with the entire universe, then it is up to us to decide which function we want to use it more effectively, right? Bharat, thank you. Aryan, thank you. Disha, thanks. Jaidev, thanks. So you can format the color. You can format like this. It's like a font, right? So you can just go and click on whatever color you want, right? Format, please, Manu. What do you mean by that? I am not able to get your question. If you still have a question, please type it again below. Bhavesh, you can select anything. The objective is not to tell you to select that particular bar. This worked well for me. It was good to select that. That is where I have selected that. You can select at the rate, bar, any alphabet, anything, basis your requirement. Gunjan, why 2 is only because I want to show more things on the screen. I don't want to, look, if I don't do multiply by 2, my bar is little smaller, thick, thin. I want to make it thick. So that is where it is a variable. I can multiply by 2. There is no problem in that. Yeah. Thanks, Vijendra. Yeah. So I think there is no other question which is pending on this topic. We will move forward with our theme. And let me just open up our agenda and so So I think I shared this agenda with everyone. We will start with the add command itself, okay, and go on. And few of them we have covered in brief, but we will cover in detail also. And we will go on and learn some character commands, text commands, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, sum functions, pivot table in detail, date functions, okay, random formula dealing and all that stuff we will do. And we will learn to make some graphs as well, interactive graphs, slicers, all that stuff we will cover in our part 1 of our Excel training. Okay. Now I will go to the main sheet, and that is okay. Before I go to the main sheet, I think Dharmendra's question is very valid. Look, as we are progressing, and we have seen so many things in the world, that we want to bring lot of elements at one go, right? That how do we make it more interactive, more beautiful? That isn't it good if that number of percentage also is displayed along with the bar, right? Which is very valid. But Dharmendra, for that we will have to merge this function with some other functions, right? And that is where we need to know the utility of each function to design custom solutions for our problems, right? So there are more than one ways to bring in percentage also with the bar, right? But then it's a different discussion which we will cover over this time, and you yourself can try and bring that element into the display. Am I clear? And this is my request to everyone. You might have questions which is beyond that particular formula which we are discussing. Okay. If it is within the formula, I will park that question and get back to you if I have no immediate answer. But in case if it is beyond that formula, we will have to move on, right? Because we cannot keep jumping around for different formulas. We will have to go through a systematic approach. I hope this approach is fine with everyone, correct? Look, Ravi, the point is you have a complete universe. You have a universe with you. How do you use that creativity is with you. And creativity will come with practice. You see more and more things how people are using different formulas. Some of them we will use it in our class, okay, and we will give you that we have done it using VLOOKUP. You do the same thing using pivot table. You would realize the beauty of that, right? So I will not restrict the use of a particular formula for a particular thing. If I have made the graph, I think there is someone sitting anywhere who can use a game, who can build a game in Excel by using a repeat function. Trust me, right? So I'm not going to limit by saying that it will only have a limited usage. Okay, thank you everyone. I think thanks a lot for your response. Your yeses helps me a lot in pacing up my session. I hope the speed is fine. If anyone is feeling like I'm slow or fast, please tell me. Now let's go. Let's go to our main sheet, add function. Now no one is here to learn addition, I believe, for sure, right? We have been doing add from the time I think we have started using computers. So, but still I thought I should cover the add function. We know the simple addition, right? Let me just go through. We know the simple addition which is there. This sheet is with everyone, right? You do a simple add by just using sum function, right? And close it. Or you can do a add by using alt plus. Alt plus is the shortcut. So I will keep on telling the important shortcuts. Okay. But you see, add does not stop here, because add has, we have always used, at least I have most of the time have used add like this only. I have not used it beyond that. Okay. If let's say I have this kind of problem, let me go down a little bit. Let's say I have this kind of a problem where I have to add this and this. What I will do, I will do sum and plus this. Correct? Am I right, guys? Am I right? Yeah. But you know, if I go back to the syntax of add, it has more to it, optional, right? So in the add function itself, you can put a comma and use another thing. It will work the same way, right? Here you can also put, if you want to add something more, let's say I want to add 300 extra on that by my hand, I can use that also. So in one function, your life becomes simple, right? In one functions, you are able to add 2-3 things, correct? So this is on add function, right? So you see the syntax is also given that you can add one cell, you can add a range of cell, or you can add a static number to it. I believe most of us are doing only sum and not using this kind of feature, right? Okay, so I believe I will move on from, I will move, thanks a lot, Bharat, thank you. I hope I'm making sense, guys. Matlab, it is adding value to you. I would be more than happy to take your feedback offline also. You can use that helpline to blast me if you don't like anything. Okay. Thank you, Bharat. Thank you. Let's move on to SUMIF function. Jignesh, again, I would request you to take these with a pinch of a salt. What that function is capable of doing, whether you want to do it or not, is your thing. Jignesh, you are absolutely right. Adding or hard coding number is not a good discipline at all. But my point is not to tell you to do like this. But my point is that this function is capable of doing this. Am I clear, Jignesh? Are you with me? Yeah. Alt plus is the shortcut. Himanshu, we will take a note of it, Himanshu. We will do, Sandeep, we will come to that when we will do SUMIF. And then we will do SUMIF S function. Okay. So you will stop using SUMIF. So anyone knows SUMIF S function? I don't think so. So let me not take any poll, and I will go to the SUMIF function. Okay. My objective here is to actually do a total, okay, country wise, how much is the sale. Lalit, very nice. But for the benefit of everyone, I will take SUMIF to a very great detail, because I want to build it on SUMIF S, which is a little complex function. Okay. So what I want here is that SUMIF function gives me sale of India. Yeah. Look, Ravi, again, I'm requesting everyone that it can be achieved very well through pivot. But why pivot? I can just do a simple sort on India, right? The data is with me. Why to do SUMIF? But whatever SUMIF can achieve, only SUMIF can achieve. We are here to learn how to use that function, right? So SUMIF, you see the syntax of SUMIF function. Okay. It has a range. You see here, it has a range. Which items to look for? I'm looking for country, right? So I will select this whole column, or I can select only the relevant cells in this. Okay. I can select the relevant cells here. This is the range. Then what I need to select, what I want India. Okay. And then what I want to total, I want to total this column, right? And see, this is the sale which is coming for only India. You may put China here. Okay. And may copy paste this function, but I'm not, doing copy here. I'm just copying the formula and pasting it here and moving the reference. Okay. So you can get the sale for India, China, whatever. You can build the function, right? Here, because we have not learned referencing right now, I will not confuse you guys with referencing. This is one way to do that. And how do we check it? We can just sort this by India and check for India, right? It is giving me the same result, correct? Here. Got it? Now, if you see, I have copied this function and pasted it here, because if I would have pasted, because the cells are not fixed, they are moving references. They are moving references, right? So if I just copy here, it will move. The above one I have taken from 4, now it has moved to 5. If I move further down for another country, it will move further down. You see, we will learn referencing separately. There is a whole section which I will take on referencing. But here my idea is to just tell you about SUMIF. Are you guys with me? It's a simple formula. I think most of you use right? So I have just put it in a simple language here, the syntax. Which item to look for? Here we are looking for country. So go for country and select that column. What total to what should be the criteria? The criteria is India. And what is the sum range you will do? You will do that sum range, right? This is sum if formula. Similarly, you have COUNTIF formula, which gives you count and which does not have three arguments. It has only range and criteria, right? Range and criteria. So it does not have the third argument. So if I have to do count if, what is the range? This is the range basically, right? And what I need to count? I need to count India. I will close this. 5 times India has occurred in this database. Let's go and see, right? 5 times. You see, automatically when I am doing this sorting, no, this formula is automatically changing. This is another formula which we will learn, right? It is a good formula. This file every one of you have, right? Now tell me, if I want to total by using this, don't go to pivot and all, SUMIF function, if I want to ask you that what is the sale of product by Tom in India, the total sale of Tom in India by using a SUMIF formula. India and Tom, two condition, right? So SUMIF function is not capable of doing this type of um, computation. All of you are right that it will be done through SUMIF S function. Before moving to SUMIF S function, I want to just build on this example, okay, and teach and show you one or two more formulas basically, which will help us in our work. Okay, now what I want is I want a summary here with the countries. Okay, so this is my database. I will have to, I want country wise total. I want country wise total. So, but here India is getting repeated multiple times, right? So you can right click here and you can rather select the entire thing and go to, one second, go to data, and you have here remove duplicates. Okay, so you can first go there in data and remove duplicates. I have removed duplicates from column B. So there were 21 duplicates and 8 unique items. It has come. Now we can say country and we can say sales amount here, right? And then again, we will go to the sum function, range, which item to look for, what to total, and from where, right? So let's go and solve this. SUMIF India. Again, I have selected the entire column. I want this and I want to total this, right? So now these will be correct because I have selected entire column, and it will, the referencing is, all the formulas are referring to entire column. So you see here in my formula, it is J to J, it is I to I, it is not I5 to I35, it is complete column. because I want to do that, let's say I add one more product here. So you see the total. What is the total here? 4445, right? Let's say I want to add one more item here. So SUMIF will automatically add that item here, right? So the total has changed. So if you look at basis on your requirement, you may want to select entire column, you may want to freeze the columns, or you may select the columns as we have selected. So it is up to you how you want to make it, right? So those, because by Piyush, Ravi, Bharat, Disha, all of you are very much familiar with SUMIF function, but still there were around 25 to 30 people who said we are not. So it's my this thing to explain it a little bit, right? More. Now we will go to SUMIF S function. Okay, what does SUMIF S function do? Are you guys who have written Ravi, Piyush, Bharat, are you familiar with SUMIF S function and you use it in your work? Ravi, you use it. Okay. Jignesh use this. Okay. So look at this now. SUMIF S means in the previous example, we have only looked at India. But here you can look at multiple things in this example. That means here, if I see another example, the example is month, product, country, sales and revenue. I want the camera sales in India in the month of February through a sum function. So either you will have to do multiple sorting here, right? One sum function cannot do that. So for doing that, you have a sum if s function. Sum if s function. How the syntax of that looks like is from where. So the sales number, the sum range comes here first. First you will select what you want to total, range of what to total, right? You want to total for the month, right? First you want to total for February, and what you want to total is actually Feb. So you will select this column first, second, and then type in Feb or select Feb, right? So let's do that. How does it work? Is equals to sum if s, you open the bracket, you see all these things, right? What I will go here and do is select the entire column. And how do you select entire column? The shortcut key is control space. I will do it again. You can't see my keyboard, but control and your space bar. Then what you need to total is this. And this is the condition. Yeah. Sorry. The criteria comes in between basically. Sum if s, the range you want to do, the criteria, and from where you want to pick that up. One second. Let me just. So here you are. You will have to select the entire column, which is D, which is A first, right? You will have to select the range first, the month column. Then what is the criteria? Feb is the criteria. And then what do you want to total? The sum of ranges you will have to do to make it a complete formula and do it like this, right? So we are doing this formula. I will write it here for the sake of everyone. What's the formula I have used, right? Sum A, first the month, then you will select the Feb month, which is the condition basically, that what is that you want in this column to look at and total here, which is the February month, all the data you want to total, and then you give what column you want to total in this, right? Am I clear, guys? Am I clear? You can see the complete formula here. Okay. Yeah. So in the next we will use the, because this can be achieved through some formula also, we will use the next function, and I will open up that formula and show it to everyone. Now you see, in this SUMIF S function, because we have now two conditions, right? February and camera. So what we will do, we will go and select the sales value first, right? Then we will have to select the month where it has to search the condition. So we will have to select the sales value first, then the month, which is where we will have to search our condition, and then we will select February. You see G6 is where? G6 is here actually, right? And then my second condition is that the item should be camera. Now the product is in B column, right? So the item should be camera, and what I need to select, I need to select the B column completely, and then the condition which I have to give here is the camera condition, which is H6. So if I do this SUMIF, it will give me the output of 42,16,684, right? So it has done for two items basically, right? If I want to add up third item, you see here DD, which is what we want to total, has been done only once. Other than that, AA is month because our February is month, and G6 is the condition that what do we want in month, right? And the second is again product. B is product, so I'm selecting the product function, and then H6, which is the camera option, which I'm selecting here, right guys? We can again increase this and do it Feb, camera, and India, right? Look at this now. I will just put the formula again for everyone reference, that what we are doing again, you see till here the formula remains the same, right? The formula remains the same, and after that the formula start changing because we put in India as well. So this can take 27 number of loops if you want to make a loop out of this, right? Even this formula is capable of taking any formula as well. Let's say I want to add up Feb, camera, India, that my conditions are how many camera I have sold in India in February month individually above this number, right? 2.5 million. Or so how will I do that is through this formula, right? So in the end, if you see, when we are using a fixed template here, a fixed formula, we are using this DD column, which we want to add in this revenue column again, and putting this formula reference. If you put this more than 25 lakhs, it may not come directly. You will have to put it in a cell and then include it in the formula, right? So this is how a SUMIF function works. Very well, some of you would say that this can very easily be achieved through pivot table, and I'm fine with that this can be achieved with pivot table very easily, right? But still we want to know the power of these formulas, right? So this is how the formula work. I would request you to just practice it once at your home. In our this practice sheet for February month, we have used sum if formula only, and from below we have started using the uh, sum if s formula from here onwards, right? So we can practice this. Yeah, this is a very powerful formula, and it can be used at many occasions, right? You would need to have a little bit of practice to have a grip on it, and then start thinking about the use cases, right? Look, the point is, when I see your profile, all of you are chartered accountants with lot of experience. What we will do in this sessions is, as we are on the ground right now, the aeroplane has not taken off, right? We will look at lot of things, lot of powerful formulas which are there, and then we will use it in some use cases. What it will do actually is, will give you a thought process, a direction, and then sky's the limit, right? So all of you, this, even for the formulas, I can see the chat boxes that we are talking about some ifs being used for financial statements, etc. Yes, they are used. And Nina, for you and for some of us, we will have project work, right? So in that we will do it, some of it we will do it in the class, but we will do it in the project work also, and limit is up to us that how we want to use these formulas. Yeah, so I think this is what I wanted to discuss on SUMIF S formula. We will start with COUNTIF S formula tomorrow, because it's the first day. I want to have more questions coming in, okay? And I would urge you to try COUNTIF formula. COUNTIF formula has only two arguments basically: the criteria range, right, and the criteria itself, the condition itself. The criteria range, that you go there and do the month, uh, you count the month and then count how many time it has occurred. Then again the range, India, how many times it has occurred. So it will be a really simple formula basically. If you see here, uh, I'm just giving you a glimpse of this formula, guys, so that you can practice this. I want you to guys to just give a hands on to this. Yes, I will show that, Manu. So here it is. So you again go to DD and give this cell reference J8. J8 is the cell reference where you can give this. So you see, more than 25 lakhs is nothing. That is where it has not taken it. But if you want to see this formula working, look, the number has come, right? This is the syntax of that. We are repeating DD because you will have to give two arguments to understand. The formula has to understand that now you are giving a condition. So it's a syntax, Sanjana, for that. Yeah. So should we pause here? We have 8 minutes to go, right? Should we pause here and take questions and break for today, reassemble tomorrow? We have a lot of things to discuss, right? We look up and all, I will take it little later because a lot of people know about it, but we will do transpose and dynamic transpose like of kind of a thing. So what say, guys? Okay, I will explain this again. So Disha, who was the person? Ravi, here we can put any condition, right? It is not about greater than. So I want, my condition is, February, how much is the camera sales in the country India, where individual item is more than 25 lakhs. Manu, if you can, don't mind if you can share it with me, I will be able to respond to you. We have a mail ID. You can drop in a mail to me, right? Because I don't know exactly what's the problem, right? Yeah. Okay. So we are still like 5 minutes. We are closing a little early, but it's our first day. I hope you liked the session, and thank you, Amar. Thank you. You can just call me Piyush, yaar. Everyone, some of you are really senior to me. I am looking forward to run. Uh, Disha, the homework is practice. Today, I'm not giving you any homework. The countif function, you guys have to do it yourself. Yeah. Any comments for me, guys? Because we are entering into a very, very long journey, right? So if you can give me any comments, you can again use the mail ID and the WhatsApp number we have. Nina, don't worry. The India session which I have taken last, people have still not completed their homework. So don't worry on that. Anchor, you can mail. Yuvraj, you are getting all the mails from Anchor. Ravi, we will discuss. I don't want to make it, yeah, India's we just completed, but recorded is available. Look, I don't want to make it a sales platform, okay? So you can talk to me offline. But India's we have completed, and it was a very in-depth session on 3 India's. Dharmendra, no, Vijendra, at this point in time, we have separate groups, okay? Because what happens is I don't want these groups to disturb our day-to-day life. Okay, let us know each other well. Let us start appreciating that we all have limitations. Okay, during the session I may go wrong multiple times. You may have to forgive me for that, but I'm also willing to learn. So let us go into that zone, and then we will share all the credential things with everyone at one common platform. Issue with data validation, Aryan, what's your specific question? Because data validation we have not. Acha, the list validation you were saying, is it? What's the error? Can you share the file with me, please? Yeah. Any specific errors if you are going through where you are using the syntax which I have shared, it is better that we look at the file and give me a time to respond, have a look at it and respond. Yeah. Any improvement points for this session, guys? Please ping me or mail on that mail ID. We can track everyone. As of now, this is the only live sessions our organization is running, because right now we just want to focus on this Excel thing and take it forward of all our counterparts to a different level. That's my mission basically. Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. So we will close the session here. Thank you. Have a nice day.